Hello everyone and welcome to Coolman Field here in Edina for Edina Varsity Girls Soccer. We're sorry about some technical difficulties that we were having with the stream here, but we are up and ready to go. We have about 31 minutes remaining in the first half.
Did you tell him I committed surgery?
So we missed about 10 minutes of this first half. Fortunately, no goals so far, so you haven't missed too much of the action. Edina has it here in the offensive half. And they send the ball out wide to the edge of the box. Good clearance though by the Royals. Edina is in the green jerseys today. They are going right to left here the first half. Hopkins in the white going left to right. Edina is 5-0 to start this season. They have scored 12 goals and have conceded just 1 through 5 games. However, the best chance of the game thus far has come from the Royals. They had a breakaway opportunity that was smothered by Kennedy Olson, the senior goalkeeper for Edina. So that is where we stand about 10 minutes into this contest. And that one is out for a goal kick for Hopkins. It is a beautiful fall afternoon here in Edina.
Winds are a bit blustery out of the north and northwest. It is at the backs of Hopkins in the first half, so that is something to keep an eye on. As the battle for possession here in midfield is regained by the Hornets, they'll go back to the keeper, Olson. She goes out to the left back, number 6, Lily Hendrickson, a senior captain for this Hornets team. And it's a turnover there. Briefly, though. And, oh, that's a big challenge from Hopkins on the goal line. However, it will go out of play and a goal kick for Edina. As it looked like number 20, Dorothy Stotts there for Edina. She was a little slow to her feet, but now getting up and jogging back into her center back position. As there's the goal kick from Olson. Kept in on the left wing. Edina will try to play through the middle. A little bit of a slip there, almost cost them possession. But they'll keep control. Go out to the right now. Try to play a ball off the left or off the right wing. Now it's turned over in midfield. Chested and controlled by the Hornets. Now out to the left back, trying to slip one down the touchline. Misfires a little bit, and that one will go out of play for a Hopkins throw. Going forward from range there is Maddie Deline, the junior forward. It's on target, but a pretty easy stop there for the Hopkins keeper, Olivia Rivera. And the junior gives it a boot. Second ball controlled by Edina, but it's turned over, trying to slip it through. But Edina strong on the defense there. They'll regain possession and try to play out from the back. Strong tackle in central midfield by the Royals. They win back possession. And now here goes Deline for Edina. She has a lot of pace coming through the middle. Turns a couple defenders, has a runner on the right wing. She's going to try to take it herself, turns back into midfield. Player goes down at the edge of the box. Now sending one out wide to chase, but can't quite keep it in play, and this will be a Hopkins throw. Battle forward in midfield. Hopkins comes away with it. Number 10, Josie Fieldman with it. And they'll play it out to the left wing. Amelia Carrizal is trying to beat her marker for pace, unable to do so. And now Edina has it. A chance up the right wing with some space. And they could have a 3-on-2 developing here. Into the box, slips it over. The through ball, oh, just a little bit behind. Hopkins clears only temporarily, though. Edina putting on some pressure here. Tries to send it out wide. That one's scooped away. Hopkins still unable to clear the ball as Edina looks to start another attack. Number 7, Haley Reek with it, and that ball is put into touch. And we're going to have a triple substitution here for Edina. In the early going, we're about 15 minutes into this contest. And it looks like Gwen Hendrickson, the senior forward, along with Ashley Thurk, the freshman midfielder, are coming into the game for Edina. And Ella Koch-Merzinski as well, the sophomore defender. So Edina getting some fresh legs on here in the early going, as the players return to their socially distanced bench here on the near sideline. We see plenty of space between all of those individual chairs on both sidelines. Certainly a part of playing the game here in 2020, but we are certainly grateful to be able to bring you some live high school soccer here on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Edina with the majority of possession right now, and here they might have a chance. Going for it from range, that one's fired wide. And it's a goal kick for Hopkins. Looked like they might have had numbers there, but they went for the shot instead of the through ball. And it's a goal kick, and it looks like a defender here is going to take that goal kick for Hopkins. Oh, and that's a bad place to turn it over. Can Edina do anything with it? Oh, but a last-second interception there by Hopkins. Their captain, Annika Firehammer, the senior midfielder. Very nice play there, otherwise Edina could have been in. They have a throw in here just on their side of the center stripe. And Deline has it taken away there. But now she fights to win it back, and will for the Hornets. Some scrappy play in midfield right now. Hopkins comes away with it. They have space up the right wing to dribble into. Trying to take it wide. Player goes down, and it's going to be a free kick. Abigail Hoyska, the sophomore forward for Hopkins. She goes down on the edge of the area, fouled by Ella. And now it's going to be a free kick in a dangerous spot for Hopkins. One of their captains, Josie Fieldman, the number 10. She stands over the ball. Probably looking for a right-footed delivery here. 2 in the wall for Edina. Here it comes. Toward the near post, and that is corralled by the keeper, Kennedy Olson. It was a dangerous ball, but Olson did a good job to come up to claim it. Good aggressive goalkeeping. And a pretty good ball, too, from Hopkins. And now Edina has a chance on this left wing. Can't quite keep it in play, though. Midway stages of this first half. And we're going to have the first sub for the Royals. So number 7, Elizabeth Norman for Hopkins, comes back in the game. She was a starter and is now back in. Edina has it here on the right wing. As they look to play through midfield. Good play there by Firehammer. And that's a good ball to start something maybe for Hopkins. They'll turn it back into midfield. They have numbers going forward. Good ball down the left wing. Can Olson get there? And yes, she will. Kennedy Olson claims it in net. Another piece of good goalkeeping for Edina, as that was a good run up the left wing for Hopkins. Good turn there in midfield for Edina, and that ball just misfired. Hopkins able to clear it out of central defense, and now headed back, and now cleared out of play robustly by Edina. Number 16, Ellen Norman. She headed it back and then just cleared it out of danger. Lets her team get back and reset. Hopkins throw. There's Firehammer for the Royals. Good aggressive defending there. Cut out momentarily. Now Hopkins back on the ball. Right-footed delivery is cleared away. For Edina, Hopkins, probably you'd have to say having the better of the chances right now, as they have a little bit of a spell on the ball. That one's also cut out. Firehammer certainly a big part of the offense. Excuse me, Josie Fieldman for Hopkins. She's in the center of the pitch, and she seems to be the main creative force for this Hopkins attack, as that one's cleared off and Edina forward. Smart play gets a throw. Nice touch with the back to goal. Couldn't quite slip through the attacker there for the Royals, and Edina looks to play out from the back. A turnover there to run onto, and a good last-second clearance. That one's put out of play, but number 21 there for Hopkins could have been in, Abigail Hoyska. And that throw immediately put out of play. Here's Firehammer, one of the captains for the Royals. Looks like she's maybe playing that right back position today. That ball sent into the box, or at least tried to. It got deflected on the way in, and that one's sent out of play. We have another triple sub coming for Edina momentarily. And that's going to be another throw-in. So a series of throw-ins here for Hopkins, as we are past the halfway point of this opening 40 minutes, about 19 to play. Hopkins with a lot of throws here on the near sideline. That one into the box. They can't quite clear it. And now they will get it away. It is deflected. Good close down there to block the shot. And maybe the Hornets can break here. That's a big collision in midfield, and it is going to be a foul on Elizabeth Norman. As Maddie Deline tried to break away. Bit of a collision, but nothing too cynical in that challenge. And now Hopkins is going to put one out of touch. So Edina has a chance here, and they're attacking third. So the triple sub for Edina. 3 starters coming back on the field. Emma Fromelt, Kelly Collins, and Annika Eckroth all back in the game. And that's going to be a foul. So maybe a chance here for the Hornets to whip something into the box from a dangerous position out on the wing. It's going to be Eckroth over it, senior defender. We'll see what kind of set piece the Hornets can draw up here. She strikes it with her right foot. It's a good ball, floated to the back post, and it's over everybody's head. Dangerous ball, and I think it's going to be a corner. So I believe this is the first corner of the game. Actually, Edina had one early within the first minute, so at least the second corner for Edina. First in quite some time, though. Eckroth goes to that far sideline, and she's going to take this corner as well. With her right foot into the center of the box. Another dangerous delivery to that back post. She served one up pretty well there a couple times. Just floating maybe a little bit too high for a teammate. It's a Hopkins throw on the near sideline. Now Edina with a throw in midfield, bit of a loose touch. And it's out of play. Edina will get the throw in here, though. A lot of bodies there at the near post. trying to run onto it, and Edina has a chance in the box, trying to cross it, but a good block there by the Hopkins defense. As the Hornets maybe had a chance to cross one into the 6-yard box, unable to do so. And now it's a goal kick for the Royals. 15:50 remaining in this opening half. And again, a defender going to take this goal kick. It's Savannah Gisecki for Hopkins. She's a freshman defender for this Royals team. And that's a good block there. But it goes all the way back to the keeper, Olsen. And she'll boot it into midfield. Header and a good touch for the Hornets. Out wide by Haley Reek. She has a chance to maybe get something in the box, and that one is put out of touch. Fans enjoying that one. It was a good run by Haley Reek, who's showing some pace up that left side for the Hornets. Trying to turn toward the center. And that one goes past a few attackers and run out of play. Edina has the throw, and now on the far side is they're spending a little more time in the attacking third in recent minutes. Now dribbling on the edge of the box. Cut back with the cross, and Rivera claims it. So Rivera a bit active here. Edina now retaining possession through the middle. They try a long ball up the right side. No one really making a run onto it, though. So Hopkins is able to possess, at least momentarily. Ooh, good cutout there by the left back, number 12, for Hopkins, Elise Wright. And now Edina has a chance. There's Reeks over there, switching to the right wing, trying to get involved in the action. And now Hopkins with a chance here. They could have a 4-on-3, plenty of space. Good defending, though, over there by Edina to close down the ball. Definitely a chance there. Touch just got a little too far ahead of her. Good throw in. That ball's popped up in the air and now headed out of play by number 16, Ellen Norman. She made the good defensive play a moment ago as well on that far sideline. And now this ball put into the middle. Olsen. Oh, she had a little bit of an issue with that one. It was as it was above her head, but she manages to hold on with pressure coming at the near post. It was Charlotte Lee closing an attack for Hopkins, looking to pick up any scraps. There were none, though, as Olsen corralled. And now an Edina throw near midfield. Hornets are going to make a substitution here. Maddie Deline was taking a breather on the bench. Number 8, Gwen Hendrickson, out of the game momentarily for Edina. We have 12 minutes remaining in this opening half. Back to central defense. Try to turn there. Don't think number 6 there, Lily Hendrickson for Edina, didn't realize it was an offensive throw. She was retreating into her left back role, and her teammates told her to go take the throw in. Now Edina with it in the center of the park. Out wide, trying to beat him. Unable to do so now. Hopkins will try on the break with pace up the left wing. Dribbling pass. Now a good stop and turn. Right-footed ball in for Lee. Oh, and a chance there. Didn't get a lot on it, but Kennedy Olsen corrals it for Edina. As the two forwards there for Hopkins, Into the area, it was Charlotte Lee again. And now here goes Deline, trying to get away. Oh, good tackle. Deline really trying to make things happen up that left side. Really good tackle. Now a good touch there. Charlotte Lee on it for Hopkins, and it's put out of play. Firehammer with the throw for the Royals. And now Hopkins on the ball. This is Fieldman, who loses possession, and it's a Edina throw. We'll see if Hopkins tries to get Fieldman back on the ball a little more. She tried to put a couple balls in the box earlier in the first half. Edina with possession right now. They'll go back to Dorothy Stotts, who appears to be playing in the center of Edina's defense, whether it's a back three or a back four for the Hornets. Now Hopkins with a chance. Ball is a little bit behind, but able to get it back. They'll go to the right back. Firehammer, bit of a heavy touch, will put it out of play. As the socially distanced student section down to our left, getting a few Hornets chants started. Good to see the students out here on a beautiful day. Now Edina with a chance into the attacking third. Cutting back on the right foot. Oh, and just cleared in defense. 7, Elizabeth Norman for Hopkins. Looked like might have got a little bit of the ankle. However, the Edina attacker kept dribbling through it. And now it's a throw. Actually, they did call the foul. My mistake. So it was a foul on Elizabeth Norman that they called. They played the advantage, but our referee went back to give it. So a chance here for the Hornets. As they whip the ball, back post, looking for a header, and it's just a little bit high. Looked like Darlene was in there on the back post, as number 17, Annika Eckroth, delivered it. It's a goal kick for Hopkins, 8 minutes remaining in this first half. And that clears all of the midfielders really for both teams. And now thumped down the pitch. Kennedy Olson will take it and regain control for the Hornets. And she'll boot it into midfield. Good touch there by Deline, but Hopkins is able to regain possession. Now trying to slip a ball up that right side, unable to do so. And that ball is ruled out of play. So it's going to be a throw here for Hopkins. Right up the touchline. In after it hard for Hopkins there is number 2, Amelia Carrizales. And that turn is denied by number 7 in midfield for the Royals, as they are making it hard on this Edina attack. Deline loses it in midfield, but now a chance to run. Big space there, slipped out wide and cut out nicely. That was Emma Frommelt running onto it for Edina. It was cut out by Firehammer, but it is a corner kick. '17 Eckroth will take it for the Hornets. They've gone back post on most of their set pieces. See what they do here. This one similarly, oh, a header is over the bar. Maybe the best chance thus far for Edina. And it looked like Deline there, and again, the junior forward. She's gotten closest to a few of those set plays, and looked like her header was over the bar there. Good chance for the Hornets, as they've certainly had the better of the chances lately, although none of them grade A opportunities necessarily. That may be the best of the bunch so far for Edina. As they battle here in midfield. Good ball there. Sends Hopkins into a little bit of space. Oh, looking for that run up the left wing. It was cut out nicely. That ball had some crazy spin on it. And the Hornets are just able to clear it out of play. Kelly Collins heads it. We'll see what Hopkins can get done. They aren't really committing a ton of numbers forward here. They have 3 back in defense, 2 midfielders playing pretty deep as well. So 5 in attack. They're surrounded by a lot of green shirts right now. As wholesale defending for the Hornets. Still no score in this first half. Hopkins has a throw in here. Headed away, and that's going to be sent toward the corner. It still is in play, and Edina's going to get the throw-in out of it. They look to take it pretty quickly. Now headed back, dangerously, Olsen's able to grab it ahead of the approaching Hopkins attacker. We've seen a few of those here in the first half, really, of Olsen being pretty aggressive to grab loose balls. Good goalkeeping by the Hornet shot stopper. And that's poked away by Firehammer for Hopkins. And now into midfield. Hopkins hasn't given the Hornets a lot of space here, and we see that again. 2 players there, now a chance in attack. Good run up the left wing, holding up the ball. Now sending it out wide for number 22. That's Avery Petty. Petty tries to whip one in, and it's going to be a goal kick. Under 4 to play now in the opening half. And Olsen will send it long. Hornets have a throw now on the far sideline. And now a chance to run in midfield. And the ball was a little bit off there. Lily Hendrickson tried to maybe just poke it around her defender, but a little bit of a heavy touch there puts it out of play. Throw here for Hopkins. Oh, good turn there in midfield. And now Hopkins maybe has some space, especially up that left side. That's a good ball. And now a chance here for the Royals. Trying to take it past her defender. Can she get something in? Not quite. It is going to be a goal kick. Hopkins had numbers again there, and it was their main creative attacker, Josie Fieldman, there in the middle of the pitch. She switched the play really well with a great turn. Was able to find some space. Nothing comes of the attack, though. Now just 2 minutes to play in the first half. We had a few big chances early, probably before we even came on air. Since then, not a ton of grade A scoring chances. And we still have a scoreless first half as a result. Here could be one for Edina. They're up the right wing. Good ball deflected back into midfield. But the Royals are able to come up with it, and now a long ball up that right side. But Edina should get onto it and make the clearance. Can they start something back the other way? Late in the first half, Fredrickson tries to slip it, but couldn't quite do it. She has her head in her hands. Maybe a little disappointed with that ball, but she'll maybe get another chance here. That one's sent out of play. And now Hendrickson has to run all the way down to the other end to grab the ball. We apparently didn't have any balls ready to be thrown in. There are a few, I assume, students on the sidelines here today, but Lily Hendrickson goes and gets it herself. After that long run, she now throws it in, and it's headed directly back out of play. That took a good amount of time off the clock. Now there's only 30 seconds remaining. Is there one last chance in this opening 40 minutes? Might come for the Hornets. They have it in midfield. They have numbers out wide. Oh, and a good turn there. But a good tackle. Edina still on it. Here's Deline. Good turn onto her right foot. Strikes it just wide of the near post. That is going to be the end of the first half. And it was a good chance for Maddie Deline. She got it onto her right foot. Just missed that near post. Maybe the best chance for the Hornets comes in the dying embers of the first half. So we're here at halftime, 0-0. We'll have about a 10-minute intermission, and we'll be back with you for the second half. Hopefully, no technical difficulties in the second half. So 40 minutes to play, no score here at Coleman Field. We'll be right back. right, welcome back for the second half here from Coolman Field here in Edina. And Hopkins is going to have the kickoff here of the second half. Sides have switched, so we'll keep an eye on that. The breeze is still blowing a little bit out of the north, so left to right across your screen here. So it will be at the backs of the Hornets here in the second half, the team who you would probably say had more possession in the first half. So will be interesting to see. Certainly I've seen plenty of soccer games where the wind direction has been a factor. It's not super duper windy here today, but just a little bit of a breeze, so something to keep an eye on. Hopkins sends it deep into the offensive half. And we do have a substitution to report, as I just saw here on the near sideline for Edina, their goalkeeper, Kennedy Olson. She's out of the game, and looks like maybe an ice pack wrapped around the left shoulder, so didn't see anything from that first half. She certainly was out a couple times to make saves, but it looks like Olson's out of the game for Edina. And their new goalkeeper is number 30, Bayless Flynn. So Bayless Flynn, the sophomore, now in goal for Edina. That will also be something to keep an eye on. It certainly was a good first half for Kennedy Olson in goal for Edina. She had a big save before we came on air on a one-on-one opportunity, and then was just generally speaking pretty aggressive coming out of her net. So second half underway. Hopkins has had the ball for a good amount here in the first 90 seconds. And they have a throw here in the offensive half. Chance, and it's going to be, I believe, a handball called on Hopkins. It looked like that ball just skipped up off the turf and maybe hit the arm or forearm there of the Hopkins attacker. Can't quite get the number. And it looks like it is number 2 there, Amelia Carrizales. So there's the first goal kick for Flynn. It's a good one. It gets through to an offensive player for the Hornets, but it's turned back over. And now good play in midfield there to win it back. Now a chance at the right wing. Tries to flick it on. Looks like Hopkins is going to get there first. They will just poke it out of play. Number 4, Wesley McMiller, making a run up that right wing. For the Hornets, and now it's 16, Ellen Norman. We're going to get a sub here for Hopkins as number 12 is coming out of the game. Elise Wright, she's going to the near sideline. Looks like to get some attention from the trainer. So we'll keep an update on that. In the meantime, Edina in the box, and that shot is flashed wide. Never really troubling the goalkeeper or the near post, as the freshman, Ashley Thurk, sending it in there for the Hornets. Thurk and number 3, Izzy Engel, the 2 freshmen listed on the roster for this Edina Hornets team. Both are on the pitch right now, as Engel tried to close down there. Hopkins has a chance. Oh, that's a really good block in midfield. And it's turned back over. So we go a little bit back and forth right now. Oh, looking a strong challenge there, but a good and fair one as well from Hopkins. And there's Thurk. She tries to slip McMiller up the right wing, unable to do so. McMiller now pressuring, and we're seeing a little bit more of a press here from Edina. Maybe looking to force some turnovers. And that's going to be cleared. Yep, it will get out of play. So maybe Edina, now it's the second half. They're going to put a little more of the press on. They have the wind at their backs. Literally, not just metaphorically, the wind is at their backs in this second half. Well done to cut it out there on the back line for the Hornets, but Thurk can't quite keep it in play. Throw in for Hopkins. McMiller aggressive there to cut it out. Now it's Thurk. She tries to slip one up the right wing, and that's going to trickle out the end line for a goal kick. 35 minutes remaining in this contest. Edina's still looking for the opening goal. They've scored at least twice in all 5 of their games so far, all wins. So this is an Edina team used to scoring not just 1 but multiple goals in a game. They've also won every contest. Today is their 6th of the season, and they will have 5 more in the regular season. So this game today really representing the halfway point of that regular season. Edina's been as good as any team here in the Metro so far, going undefeated. Here's Hopkins with a chance there through midfield. Good ball to the right wing. Carrizales on it, but good defending by number 7 there, Haley Reek. And that's going to be headed out. So another throw-in for the Royals. Edina boys will play the second game of the doubleheader coming up. After this one concludes about 7:15. Will be kickoff there, and now dribbling through midfield. Full head of steam for the Hornets. Trying to send one up the left wing, but it's more central than anything, and it's corralled pretty easily by Oliveira. Good break there with some power and pace for the Hornets. Just wonder if maybe could have held on to that ball a little longer. Wasn't a lot of pressure yet, so certainly was more space to run into. Either way, the Hornets are back on the ball. Into the offensive third. Oh, it's fired wide. Did take a touch, though. And it's going to be a corner for Edina. That was Maddie Deline using her pace. One of the best chances for the Hornets so far. They'll take the corner short. Deline is on it. See if she uses more pace. She has it on the goal line. Oh, and it's cut out. Cut out nicely. Deline certainly being more aggressive here and direct with her pace, though. Trying to put some pressure on that back line. Edina putting a lot of green shirts forward here. They have 3 defenders back, but other than that, everyone up near the offensive penalty area. Trying to square one across, shot, they score! Edina gets the opening goal. It's Emma Frommel. And there is the opener. The Edina Hornets take a 1-0 lead on the goal from Emma Frommel. It was a quick, looked like turnover in possession. And just breaking quickly. And Edina puts the pressure on. They score about 7 minutes into the second half. Emma Frommel, a senior forward, big moment for her. Edina leads 1-0. So we'll see what the strategy is here for Edina now that they're up a goal. Do they hold back trying to protect the lead or go for another one? It certainly looks like so far they're going to keep up the high press and keep up the aggression. I do think it was a pretty clear shift in philosophy and strategy at the halftime break. Edina being much more aggressive in attack. Here they do turn it over, though, and that's a good ball through the middle. Hopkins has a chance. It's cut out, though, nicely by the Hornet defense. Another turnover, trying to play that through the middle, and the goalkeeper, Bayless Flynn, is there for Edina. Booted long. And now into the offensive third. Edina has a chance. Deline runs onto it. She's quicker than just about everybody on the pitch. Dribbling in. On her left foot, penalty. And there it is, Maddie Deline. She is just so much quicker than everybody on the pitch. And she wins a penalty. a chance from 12 yards out to double the lead quickly. Looks like 13, Emma Frommelt, the senior. She just scored a moment ago. Here she has a chance from the spot. It's Frommelt v. Oliveira. Frommelt scores. 2-0 Edina. They double their lead. Just 2.5 minutes later, Emma Frommelt. And the home crowd enjoys it, and just like that, 2 more goals for Edina. Maybe spoke that one into existence about 5 minutes ago, talking about the Hornets not scoring yet. They have 2 very quickly. And now Hopkins has a big hole to climb out of with 31 minutes remaining. Still plenty of time, to be fair, but Edina really controlling this second half. Deline and Frommelt, the stars of the show. And that one's out of touch. Battle for it on the far sideline, and that one goes out of play. It's a Hopkins throw. Now good defensive header for Edina. That one's cut out. Hopkins back on the ball. Good fake with the left foot. Trying to slip it in. Cut back. Squaring it across. And scrambled away by Edina there. Not quite fully yet. Good turn. Onto the left foot. Cross. Oh, and it just evades. Number 2 there for Hopkins. Carrizales. But a good chance. Hopkins putting the pressure on. They're down 2 goals. They need to do just that. So a triple sub here for Edina. 12, 15, 17 coming in. That is Tia Benson, Kelly Collins, and Annika Eckroth. Trio of seniors coming into the game for Edina. 3 players who've likely been around this program for a while. They have the experience of closing out games. Here's a good ball to the right wing. Running onto it. A chance here for Edina, and the cross is blocked. That was Wesley McMiller, the junior, with a good chance, but also a good block in defense for Hopkins. And that one's put out. A Hopkins throw. Long strides there of Ellen Norman for Edina, an impressive defender. For the Hornets, here's McMiller. And Arnold puts it out of play. Or Norman, excuse me. Throw here for Hopkins, Elise Wright. Good to see her back on the pitch. I believe she went off earlier. Maybe got a little bit of medical attention, but back now. And now a turnover in the middle of the pitch. There's Lee. With the for Hopkins, they'll go back to defense. And that long ball is cut out by McMiller. Into the middle, though, and that's headed back toward the keeper, and Flynn out aggressively to claim it. Flynn, that's a big boot. To chase, she outkicked her coverage, so to speak. And now Deline's onto it. She strikes it with the right foot. Oh, it's off the post. Rebound not cleared away. And now Hopkins will scramble it away. Wow. Off the post, Deline with a chance to make it 3. If she did, the assist would have gone to her keeper. Bayless Flynn with the long boot. No one could corral it. As Deline continues to give big problems to the Hopkins back line as McMiller can't quite keep it in for Edina. Throw in for the Royals. As that third goal surely would have put things away for the Hornets. As it stands, still 2-0. But Edina really dominating this second half. It's out of play off of Norman. Another throw-in coming. That's headed clear, and that one was out of play. It's going to be another Hopkins throw. Edina with it in midfield here. That's cut out nicely. Can the Hornets get onto it? Oh, that's a great clearance by Ellie Halicki. Number 9 for Hopkins. Now Hopkins on the ball. Going for goal from long range. Oh, it's off the outside of the post. Oh, unbelievable. Wow. Trying to get a number there for Hopkins. But it was a long-range effort. Goalkeeper Flynn off her line. And that almost went in. It was Avery Petty, the freshman for Hopkins, almost scored an absolutely unbelievable goal to cut that deficit to 1. Wow. Edina back into the offensive third here. And the Hornets will have another throw. Closed down nicely there by Hopkins, but Edina still on the ball in a good turn. Good cut out there, though, by Norman. Elizabeth Norman, that is, for Hopkins. And now Edina with space. Onto the right wing. Here's McMiller. McMiller in plenty of space. Edge of the 18. Past her marker. Cuts it back for 3. Oh, it's off the crossbar, and they score. Haley Reek makes it 3 for Edina as she tapped it in. Didn't see who got the initial shot. It was Wesley McMiller getting the ball in toward the center. I think it might have been number 12, Tia Benson. Yeah, Tia Benson is on the pitch. Looked like number 12. Might have been Frommel as well, number 13. It was either 12 or 13 off the crossbar, and it just fell right into the path of Haley Reek. So Haley Reek, the senior midfielder, makes it 3-0 Edina, as they have scored 3 times in the matter of about 10 minutes. That matches the scoreline of a couple previous Hornet wins. They beat Wyzetta to open the season back on the 27th of August, and in fact the most recent game for this Edina team back on Monday on the road against Minnetonka was also a 3-0 win. That's the scoreline now, but you wouldn't be surprised to see the Hornets add a few more the way they're playing right now. As the lights start to come on here in Coolman Stadium, we got 23.5 minutes remaining. Edina 3, Hopkins 0. All goals scored since halftime, and here's maybe another chance to hit on the counter. A lot of space in the middle. They will finally find Deline, but her first touch evades her a little bit. And the keeper, Oliveira, has it for Hopkins. Trying to send the ball out wide, and that's going to get out of play. Throw for the Royals. They have a runner in the middle. Couldn't quite find her, though. They'll try to get it into her here, and it's going to be headed away. Good turn for Hopkins. Not a strong pass, though, and it's cut out pretty easily. Hopkins on the ball, and that's going to go back to the keeper. Number 15, Kelly Collins, just a bit of a wrecking ball in midfield right now for Edina. Big, strong player there, and she was getting in the way of all sorts of Hopkins passes. Ooh, strong challenge on the far sideline, and we are going to get a foul as the referee on the far sideline calls it. Did look like Ellen Norman there for Edina, maybe put a shoulder into her opponent there, but I don't know, they were fighting for positioning. Either way, it's going to be a free kick for Hopkins, one of their few set piece opportunities. This ball's into the center. Oh, and Bayless does a nice job to claim it. That was a really quality free kick for Hopkins, but Bayless was all over it. Bayless Flynn, the Edina goalkeeper. She looks to keep the shutout and sustain the good work put in by Kennedy Olson in that first half. That throw-in's cut out. Good tussle there in the near sideline for the ball. It's 18, Abby Manhard with it. She throws in for Edina. Now Hopkins with it as they try to turn. Unable to do so, and Collins plays it back smartly to her central defender. Good touch there in midfield. Looking for the turn. She'll get it, and now slipped through to Deline. There's a chance here. Deline under her right foot, bursting away with pace. Shot on goal is saved and cleared. Wow, Maddie Deline, her acceleration is just phenomenal. She kicks it into another gear that seemingly nobody on the pitch can keep up with. And that one will be played back to the keeper as Bayless Flynn's going to come out of her area. She'll have to play it with her feet, and that's a good, strong clearance by the sweeper keeper, so to speak. And Edina wins it back in midfield. Good crisp pass there. That one's cut out by Hopkins. And now chested and kept in play. And this could be another chance for Edina as they look to break. Up that right wing, passes out of play. 19:43 to play in this second half. We're just past the halfway mark. If you just joined us, 3-0 Edina is the score. It's a brace from Emma Frommelt. She got the opener and converted from the penalty spot for her second goal, and then Haley Reek added a third for the Hornets. Hopkins would love a consolation goal. See if they can push on and get one here. If not, Edina could get their 5th clean sheet in 6 games. The Hornets have conceded just 1 goal. They've now scored 15 in 6 games. Certainly this is a powerhouse program and playing like it so far here in 2020. Deline closes down the ball nicely. You don't want to turn it over to her. And Deline might get a chance on the ball here if her teammate can find her. It's put out of touch though. Throwing for the Hornets. They look for Deline, who turns back to goal. Gets onto her left foot for goal, and that goes high and wide. But Deline, again, every time she's on the ball is just so dangerous. She received the throw in there with her back to goal, 3 defenders around her. She turned onto her left and still managed to get a shot off. Couldn't quite keep it down, though, and it's a goal kick. Although the Hornets are back quickly on the ball. And a good run up that left side by Norman. but I believe she had the last touch, and it will be a goal kick. Looks like 4 players going to come in for the Hornets here. 8, 9, 11, and 13. That's Gwen Hendrickson, Abby Jordan, Lacey Hauser, and then the goal scorer, Emma Frommelt. She scored twice for the Hornets. Those will be the subs here in just a moment. As the Hornets look to cut back on that right wing. It's turned over and it will be a throw. Here comes the subs. Four subs for Edina, all seniors. This is a very, very heavy senior presence on this Edina team. In fact, it's a lot easier to count the number of non-seniors, underclass players, than it is seniors. There's 9 players on this roster who aren't seniors, and at least 10 to 15 who are. So a very experienced Hornet team, and they put in a great performance in this second half. Ball's cut out momentarily. Now Edina back on it on the right wing. It's Emily Kavanaugh, and it's going to be a goal kick. Kavanaugh, another one of those seniors for Edina. She's on the right wing right now. And now a turnover off the goal kick. Edina looks to head it. No handball, as the Hopkins players were calling for it. However, they will get the throw in here on the near sideline. 15 minutes remaining here in this second half. Again, this is game 1 of a doubleheader. We will also have game 2 between the Edina boys and the Hopkins boys. A good rivalry matchup. Certainly these two schools, these two cities, just in pretty close proximity to one another. Edina certainly, since scoring that third, has been more than content to just possess the ball. Not putting a ton of pressure on, just looking to kill the game here. Not give Hopkins any reason to think they're back in it. And it's hard to get back in it when you're hardly on the ball. Here's maybe a chance, though, as Charlotte Lee has it. She gets it out of her feet and now tries to slip a player through, unable to do so. It's going to be an Edina throw. As it looks like Hopkins may be making a sub. At their next opportunity. And that opportunity will come now, as they now have the throw in. So the sub is made. Hopkins throw here on the far sideline. That gets over the head of a few defenders and cleared. Strong defending there. It's going to be a foul. Couldn't tell who it was for Edina, but they came up pretty strong, put maybe an arm into the back of the Hopkins attacker. And the foul was called. It's a good chance here. Just a few yards outside of the area at the angle. Hopkins will try to put a ball in the box. Driven in low, and that's cleared. It's going to be a corner, I think. No, maybe not. Thought it might be a corner. Thought maybe an Edina had got to it, but looks like maybe Amelia Carrizales was in the area. The attacker for Hopkins. Maybe she got a touch to it. Either way, good chance For Hopkins, probably their best of the second half there on the set piece. Just 12 minutes remaining. Edina scored their goals within probably about 10 minutes of one another, so certainly not impossible for the Royals, but comeback looking pretty unlikely. As Edina has really controlled the game here in the second half. First half was a little more even, but Edina has really controlled here in the second half. They have it in midfield. Out wide, good touch into the middle. A chance here. Oh, and it just eludes number 8 there. That's Gwen Hendrickson. Her teammate tried to slip her through. It was a selfless play, 2-on-1. Pass was just a little heavy, though. Hornets, though, they're content to be on the ball. Strong cross to the back post. Just a little too strong, though. As Annika Eckroth put it in, and her teammate Lacey Hauser couldn't quite get under it. Hopkins going to make a sub here. They haven't subbed nearly as much as the Hornets. We've seen the Hornets make a few triple subs, and I think they've gotten maybe a good 5-6 bench players involved, but the Hopkins roster is just a lot smaller in general. So not as many options for fresh legs on the bench. Maybe some of that here in this second half too. Fresh legs for Edina, really winning out the longer this game goes on as they continue to control the ball and the chances here in the second half. There's Collins again. That's a good, strong step, and there's a foul there. As that was Gwen Hendrickson taken down. Nothing too cynical in that, just a little bit of a collision, and Edina has a free kick. This one maybe 35 yards out. I'm sure this will probably be a delivery, although maybe a go for goal. It is. Oh, and it's off the crossbar. Oh, my goodness. A thunderous strike. Now another chance. That shot is blocked, and Hopkins will scramble it away. Oh, my goodness. That was a hit there by Annika Eckroth from, it had to have been at least 30 yards away and right off the crossbar. In fact, even the underside. Here's Eckroth on it again, and that ball's going to trickle out of play. My goodness. Between that chance earlier for Hopkins, for Avery Petty, where she almost lobbed the keeper with a chip from about 30 yards, this was just a 30-yard thunderbolt of a strike from a free kick. My goodness. We've been close to a couple just fantastic goals here today. As so, though, Hornets still lead at 3-0. Hopkins on the ball. I'll turn it over here, though, as a good run there by Kavanaugh. As again, those legs just looking a little more fresh for the green jerseys at the moment, as that's a good ball at the right side, but will just slip out of play. Maybe you shouldn't be surprised that Eckroth hit such a strong free kick. We saw her just a couple moments ago before the free kick. She put in a very strong cross, to the back post. Really had a lot of velocity on it, more than any we've seen today, and then she steps up from 30 yards and just rattles the crossbar. It's truly a great strike, almost unfortunate it didn't get rewarded, as that's a great reversal of play. 19 Ella Kashmerzinski. Hopkins throw. We're under 10 minutes to play here. 8:15. Final result not really in doubt. However, scoreline could be. Hopkins looking to be just the second team this season to score on the Hornets. It was Eden Prairie back on the 1st of September. Hornets still won that game 5-1. If this result holds, Edina will be 6-0 in this all-conference play season. There's a turnover, though. Hopkins has a chance. Through the legs of the defender. Couldn't quite make a touch around the Edina defender. And now it's Kavanaugh playing it back. And Edina will thump that one clear. Royals do still have a throw, though. And the linesman there didn't like something. Oh, it's a double sub for the Royals. That was what the holdup was there. So linesman spotted the subs there on the far sideline. A little dangerous there, trying to pass out from the back. Not a lot of effort necessarily in those passes. Not a lot of zip on them, trying to get out from the back. Doesn't come to anything, though. Hornets have a throw with 6.5 to play. This will be a Hopkins throw now as the shadows are getting pretty long across the field here. Certainly we will be well and truly under the lights to start game 2. And we'll finish under them as well. So, but a beautiful fall evening for soccer here in the Twin Cities. Even starting to see some fall colors off in the distance, some yellows and reds in the treetops. Here in Edina, it's a beautiful time of year, and certainly Edina soccer fans enjoying it today. It's 3-0 in favor of their team. That's going to be a foul on 18. That's Abby Manhard for the Hornets. Free kick coming for Hopkins. As Hoyska just takes a moment to get to her feet. Here's Josie Fieldman on the ball. We certainly said her name a lot in the first half, as she was sort of big in possession for Hopkins. Haven't seen her a lot in the second half. She whips it in, and Edina will try to clear. Not quite yet. Here's Wright on it. Turning and shooting wide is Annika Firehammer. That one never really troubled Flynn. This has been Edina's second half. There's now less than 5 to play. The Hornets scored 3 times in a span of about 10 minutes. 2 in the span of just maybe 3 or 4 minutes or so for number 13, Emma Frommelt. She has the brace to lead her team today. There's a good turn, maybe a chance for the Royals on the break. Good defending, though, to put it out of play. Throw in for Hopkins near the offensive 18. That's a good touch from Lee, although maybe a little strong. Hornets managed to clear. Long ball there for Hopkins is cleared. And that will be another Hopkins throw. Going for goal, and that hits the side netting. Don't think that really troubled Flynn too much, as number 6, Megan O'Reilly, senior midfielder for the Royals, just hits the side netting. Here's O'Reilly back on the ball. She loses it, but now it's Fieldman on it. And Fieldman sends a good ball out wide to the right wing. Hopkins maybe a chance. A deep cross, and that's going to go out of play. One of the better attacks, though, in the second half here for Hopkins, and Should there be any surprise that it was Josie Fieldman in the middle of it. She's had a few great ball reversals and precise passes. Just not a lot of end product out of those attacks for the Royals. Edina certainly has had more chances in this game. They've taken 3 of them, and that, of course, is the difference as we have 2.5 to play. Royals with it in midfield. That's a good turn. Good ball out wide to the edge of the 18. Can they get across in here? Headed away, at least momentarily. Wright tries to run onto the ball, but Edina clears it. Now in midfield. Here's Fieldman. Good ball into the middle. A bit of a shaky clearance. Wright should be able to play it. Nope, she's beaten. And here's Frommelt on the ball. Can Frommelt maybe get a hat trick? She loses the ball there, though. Maybe thinking about her hat trick at least a little. Here's Hopkins on it, on the left wing. Trying to slip a through ball in, but it's cut out nicely. 90 seconds to play. A few more Hopkins throws here on the near sideline. Edina is certainly content to let them do that, and there will be another one as we now hit the 60-second mark in this game. 1 minute remaining as the Hornets are going to move to 6-0. They'll see out this win. 5 games remaining in the regular season. Hopkins still fighting, though, for that consolation goal. They, again, would be just the second team to score, and there's Fieldman. She was fouled. Hopkins throw with 30 seconds to go. As one of their center halves will just take a big hit, but it's cut out by Edina. Oh, a good turn, good skill there. Can they get it into the middle? Yes. Now it's Frommelt on the ball. Chance for 4 maybe. Out wide to Kavanaugh, just a little too much. That's going to do it, though, as there is 4, 3, 2, and 1. Final horn sounds. Edina wins it 3-0 behind a brace from Emma Frommelt and a third goal from Haley Reek. So the Hornets move to 6-0. They get another clean sheet. And we will be back in just a little bit. Second game of this doubleheader. It's the Edina boys and the Hopkins boys. So again, thank you for joining us today. Edina girls win this one 3-0. We'll be back in just a few moments.